First off, I'd like to thank everybody who liked my vids, liked my clips, subscribed. The fact that I'm seeing my subscribers now on this gaming channel hit into the triple digits, it's awesome. So it just is awesome because I never really thought I was going to make it this far. I always kind of just go into something with low expectations and put in the work. And a lot of times, I exceed those expectations, probably because I got low expectations. But awesome. It's nice because I understand how hard it is to make it on the internet and try to build a presence or anything like that. And it really wasn't my first choice in my life. I actually have things that I do outside of the internet, like actual skills I was building. This was just something I was doing for fun on like weekends, and seeing it grow into what it has so far. I know I'm not like the biggest name out there, but the fact that you guys have actually helped me get this far, just means a lot. I know I got a long way to go before I reach anywhere up to the status of any of the biggest names out there. I got a way long way to go. So I just want to say thank you for all the work that you guys have helped me put in so far, and just thank you. But I was watching the trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows, that just came out a few weeks ago, and there's been a lot of controversy surrounding it, just like every other historically based game nowadays, because that's the nature of the internet. Twitter is a hive mind for picking a side, and yeah. And I think that's why I really try to stay off of it, because I don't divide myself into camps. I kind of just take it for what it is and try to think for myself on this matter. But I'm kind of used to the kind of division, even though I know that there's some actual historical accuracy to what it is they're pushing. But then there's going to be people who are always going to say that it's for pushing some sort of SJW agenda or something like that. But the sketch kind of pointed it out very well, that they know that that's how the controversial spectrum of the world is right now. So they want to capitalize on it. And I was watching this little mini sketch that you would find on TikTok, where the guy basically says, we are going to be charging people $100+ for the premium edition and everything like that. So I could see that it's a reflection of actual normal human division. Divide people into two camps and then try to profit off of as much clicks and profit as you can. And obviously, if you look at all the videos, countless videos that have been made about this topic and all the debates from either side, it's clear that the division still works. And I think that's why Ubisoft still charges a ton for their season passes and everything like that, because video games are way more expensive than they actually have ever been in the past, because they used to be around 50 or 60, and now they sometimes reach up to 70 or $80. And sometimes I often find myself going back to the classic games of the old, because that comes from a time where things just made sense. Things were fun. I guess you could say the Matrix wasn't broken and we weren't seeing all the things that we see now, but this is why we can't have nice things. And I understand I'm taking a bit of a centrist's view on this. I really just don't let my emotions get involved. And look, if there's historical context in there that fits, okay. Now, if there's other things that aren't related to ethnicities or something, why are they wearing giant swords on their back when they're trying to stay secret, especially in that culture where they wanted to keep it super secret? Look, I get it, but at the end of the day, I'm going to say something very unpopular. That's probably going to get under a lot of people's skin. In this modern society, everyone has an opinion. Everyone wants to be the smartest dude in the room. And Ubisoft only divides us because we allow them to. I mean, we, at the end of the day, do take the bait on these things, because we just have to get online and prove a point. We don't make content for entertainment's sake. We do it to flex and be the best out there in a world of 8 billion people who all just have as equal opinions as us. This is just my opinion. You might be on one of those camps, and, more power to you. If you want to argue on the internet all day about a video game, go ahead. But you're not really going to get anywhere in life, and you're going to be wasting your time. Which is why, honestly, I'm still going to be picking up this game and just playing it and seeing it for what it's worth. Just because I still like to pick up some new games every now and again and just see how the franchise has evolved, because I like to look at it as a game standard. Even if there's no historical accuracy, or if there's some historical accuracy. And in Assassin's Creed, it really is historical fiction no matter what. And the whole point of the story is this is how you see history the way it actually happened, not the way it was written or recorded. You know what? Fair enough. And you know what? I could use that mental loophole to enjoy the game. I'm probably going to do it. But I remember Assassin's Creed Mirage came out, and there was a lot of people wanting to hate it. There was a lot of people wanting to like it. I just took it for what it was, and I said I'm going to buy it. I'm not going to buy any special editions. I'm just going to buy the normal game, basic game, just to see how it goes. And you know what? It actually had a lot of high notes that strung to Valhalla, like Basim finding a young Haytham in Baghdad. I just thought that overall it was a very interesting story. And honestly, the story of how Basim became who he was actually very gripping and, in my case, very relatable for what was going on in my life at the time. So I just kind of took the game for what it was. Now, if you want to say that certain characters in that just wouldn't fit into the golden age of Islam, okay, but I think that's the point, is it's a game, it's fiction, and it's kind of sad how on our part we tend to have this divisive nature that allows Ubisoft to charge a bunch of money for their special editions and then allows us to not enjoy these nice things, because these video games at the end of the day are blessings. Just like this game, not everything's going to be 100% historically accurate. That has been proven 100%, whether no matter what camp you want to go. And you know what? I'm just going to buy the game, play it for what it's worth, and see how I like the story and if it lifted me up, if it disappointed me, because I'm always interested to see what's going on in the Assassin's Creed universe. But I will tell you one thing, I definitely am not going to be buying any season passes or paying any more than the base game price, because I know not to give in. I know not to take the bait. I know not to give in to the trap and argue all the time just to prove a point and then, pay a bunch of money for the special editions, which ironically, there's going to be people out there that are going to be doing that. So I honestly recommend don't do that. If you're going to buy this game, I highly recommend you just buy the basic game. No special editions, no season passes, and just let Ubisoft know that we're not going to be duped like that into buying like more than we need. But for what it's worth, in my opinion, I do actually look forward to just seeing what's inside the box, seeing what this game has to offer, seeing how they're going to do ancient Japan in that sense. But that's my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Are you going to be picking this game up? Or are you just kind of burnt out on Assassin's Creed? I mean, if you want to argue about historical accuracy in the comments, go ahead, but I really don't want to get involved in all that stuff. It just kind of seems like that's what they want us to do. But if you're burnt out on the Assassin's Creed franchise, I understand. We've gone through so many eras of history, but to me, there's so many different times where this game has given me a great story. I remember when I was playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and that ironically is one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games. It was actually a month straight of nightly entertainment in a gigantic, vibrant world that I was able to immerse myself in and just get to know all these side characters. It was a big game, lots of content, but I know that was a very divisive game. I really like that, and if they could give me a story like that every now and again, even in modern days for going that many titles deep, I think that it's still a toss-up. It's not an automatic thumbs down for me, but yeah. I said my piece. Hope you guys have some happy gaming ahead of you, and I'll see you on the next one.